Hi, welcome into my channel. My name is Firestorm Shan. You've reached Phoenix Arc Tarot, and I'm here to do our daily vibe for January the 10th, 2026. And if you know me by now, I like to read in numerology. So when you take all of those numbers of 1/10/2026 and you add them all together, you get a 3. So today's energies are supported by a 3. Now, what does the 3 mean? 3 is the number of the great communicator, also the creator, and it is also known as the sunshine number. Okay? It thrives on imagination, expression, music, art, and design. Can also show itself through writing. It has a caramel, charismatic Shannon. It's charismatic, not caramel. Although caramel sounds wonderful right now. It carries a magnetic presence, basically. It's a vision of seeing things with a glass half full, not half empty. And it's has an infectious enthusiasm about its energy. So some of us maybe just feel like sharing our stories, communicating our ideas, writing, acting, journaling, anything that has to do with public relations, photography, music. It's the weekend. Go out and have some fun. Travel if you can. Okay. If you're working, wealth looks pretty good. There's a good potential for you to have some successful leads, saying that you would be very persuasive today in marketing and media. As far as relationships and love goes, there are some relationships that are very supportive of you. That would be Life Path 1, the Wolf, Life Path 5, the Changer, and the Life Path 7, the Truth Seeker, and Life Path 11, the Socialites, the social beings. They would appreciate your spontaneity and your intelligence. All right. The incompatible signs would be like a Life Path 2, a Life Path 4, or a Life Path 8. And the reason is that energy that they carry is very serious. They talk about building things, about making decisions, and they involve karma. So it just feels to me like the energy is more conducive for getting out, traveling, engaging in some social media, social life, whatever you can do today. The energies are supportive for that. Intellectual conversations. All right, let's go ahead and see what messages wants to come through for the collective today from the Wisdom of the Oracle. We have regeneration, and that is number 46, which reduces to a 1. We've been in a Life Path 9, a universal year of 9 for 2025, and that energy is not completely worked through yet. We're going to be going into a couple more months of 2025, year of the snake energy. The year of the fire horse begins around February the 18th approximately. There's an eclipse there as well, kicking off our Aries season. Okay, regeneration is Scorpio energy. It's also Pluto. Pluto is in Aquarius right now, so lots of change and transformation going on in social things. But with regeneration here, it looks as if something has been burned down to the ground completely in the past, and there's not very much fruit to show. So some sort of relationship, public image, some sort of journalistic thing, something that happened with communication in particular. Something that you were creating could have went through some major change and transformation. As far as love goes, love seems like you are probably feeling romantic and affectionate, but maybe a little restless. And the only reason why you might feel restless is if there's no intellectual conversation, because today is all about the higher mind. Third house energy is ruled by Gemini, which is this and that are true, seeing two sides of every situation. The twins, perfect balancing of masculine and feminine conversation is encouraged today. Our lucky planet is Jupiter, because Jupiter rules the number 3. Jupiter is the planet of luck and expansion. And also our colors today are purple, yellow, and blue. And I did not know this until I got on here to do my reading, and I actually chose purple today. So I'm just flowing in the spirit, aren't I? Just cute. Just kidding. All right, so let's go ahead and get into to continue getting messages here. So in the recent past, it could have had something to do with your identity. You could have went through identity crisis changes with this being a 1. Next year, 2026, and is a life path 1. Now, I know today is 2026, but it's not really 2026 on the official calendar. Our timelines are a little mixed up, folks, so just be aware of that. Just be flexible to allow yourself, 2 to 3 extra months to allow the energies to catch up. We have a cazimi of planets in Capricorn right now. Cazimi of planets means there's like 3 or 4 different planets, and they're about 17 degrees of the sun, and the sun is causing these planets to be expanded, and lots of light and energy shine on them, so they're feeling really all special. Those energies are Mars, Venus, Mercury, and the sun. And they're all in Capricorn energy, which has to do with earthly matters. And this would be your public image, your career, your legacy energies that you're focusing on as well. So something in those areas could have recently took some sort of burnt down to the ground so they could be rebuilt again. All right. All right. Let's see. What else is coming in the current energies for today? Life path 3s. Our creators. Too many. That's 5 cards. 1 card, please, for today. Thank you. Message in the bottle in reverse. That is a protection message. It's number 15, and that it reduces to a 6 in numerology. Since it is a protection message, it's important that I read it to you and tell you what it says. Message in a bottle. I was thinking about this message in a bottle card yesterday. And you know what we do, the image shows is that we put a message in a bottle, something that we want somebody to find in another time, in another place, maybe across the other side of the planet. We put these messages in these bottles and we throw them into the ocean. The ocean is our emotions, our creativity. Okay? So we're putting something out there to be found at a later time by someone else. That's the current energies that you're doing right now. It's in the reverse, so there's a sense of protection. All right, it is about communication, and number 3s is all about communication and creation. All right. It says it's a spontaneous oracle delivered innocently by speaking, pointing to the way to your highest good. All right, let's read it again. Communication, a sign, a Cledon, the ancient name for a spontaneous oracle delivered innocently by the speaker, pointing the way to your highest good. In the reverse, there's protection. Are you refusing to acknowledge the signs because you want things as you want them? Red flags are not pretty decorations for you to admire. They are warning you for a reason. If something doesn't sit right with you, trouble could be hiding in the bushes. Don't ignore the signs. Spirit always has your best interest at heart and will draw your attention to what you are overlooking. So this is a message of protection. What are you putting out there? Pay attention to the red flags. Are you ready to put yourself out there? Regeneration says you're going through some sort of change and transformation. You know, your foundation's been burned. There's little fruit here to show. I don't feel like it's the time to be putting yourself out there right now. Public relations, journalism, writing, acting, travel, or playing music. Are you refusing to acknowledge the signs because you want things as you want them? What is not sitting right with you? Trouble could be hiding in the bushes. So something's not sitting right with you. Okay? About what you're creating, your communication. You might not be surrounded by optimistic people who have higher thinking and intellectual sapiosexuals, and you could be craving and missing that creative part in your life. Co-create with spirit is coming in here as the outcome, the incoming energies for your future. Fours are not your favorite number. They are about building, and you just kind of want to just put out creative ideas and feelers. But Spirit's asking you to get focused on what you're really building in the future, okay? And what you're building in the future does have some red flags. We have imagination here at the bottom, which is the energy of Mercury. It is a 2. And 2s were another challenging and thing for you. Imagine 2s are the peacemakers. And so they are the ones that are partnerships, and that was the energies we were dealing with yesterday, the supreme number of balance and harmony. And so the world, these people work well in groups, and they like to resolve conflicts. They're very sensitive, and they're ruled by the moon. So emotional. But right, the messages here is that the old way of doing things basically are not going to work. So we need to change something about what we are creating and the way we are communicating. All right. What is going on here? What is the heart of the reading? Celtic cross, please. 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords is a dark night of the soul. This is mental anguish. We're talking about the mind. Somebody's mind is in a dark place right now. You're feeling heavy-hearted. You're feeling hopeless. That's Gemini energy. Okay. Something's not working out the way you wanted. And that's apparent here with regeneration. What's crossing you? What's the crossing energies with the 9 of Swords? Please, thank you. King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, message in the bottle in reverse. Pay attention to the red flags. This has got to do with your emotions, your well-being, your creativity. This is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. And they are the creatives, you know. Well, let's see what's the driving energy here. 6 of Pentacles is the energy that's driving this, okay? There's something here about equal give and take in the relationships, or needing help, assistance, or feeling like you're being breadcrumbed, energy's not being matched, okay? And if this has got to do with the intelligence of, you know, not finding your soul tribe, not feeling that you have that space of creativity, of expressing your higher self, it can become very frustrating. You feel like it's not an equal give and take in the relationships around you. You're not equally balanced. So pay attention to those red flags, because they could be causing you unnecessary headaches. What's in your headspace? What are you thinking about? You're thinking about a lot of stuff. Judgment Day. You're ready to make a judgment call. 4 of Wands. Could be about a move with the 8 of Wands here. Some of you guys will be moving locations from where you live. 4 of Wands, 8 of Wands. This does indicate travel. Today's energy was conducive for travel. It's time for you to travel towards something celebratory. If you're not actually moving, making a judgment call to release this 9 of Swords energy, which is mental blocks. Yeah, there's a conversation that needs to be had. And the 4 of Wands has to do with your home, what you're building. It's supposed to be a celebration. So you're saying, listen, what I'm doing here is supposed to be, what I'm building is supposed to be fun. Communication is supposed to be good. It's supposed to be celebratory, and it's not. So now you're ready to release something that's no longer serving you, a person, place, or a thing, so that you can be regenerated again into your true creative self. What happened in the recent past? What happened? What happened to you guys? The Lover's card, you made a choice, and it was a good choice to let something go. Okay? 6 is here, and this is bringing in that balance that you needed with the 6 of Pentacles in your foundation. Gemini energy. We talked about the 3rd house is number 3 is ruled by Gemini. This and that are true. Seeing the bigger picture, making decisions that are based off of the best and highest good for everyone involved here. And it does have to have emotional stimulation and creativity attached to it with the imagination card here. These people get bored. They need to be sociable and moving around. Something that you could have been obsessed or caught up in the past is being eclipsed out, I'm hearing. Eclipse season is going to be important for you. February, the end of February, our first eclipse. As we enter into the year of the fire horse is a significant time for you, I'm hearing. What's the incoming energies? Yeah, some of you guys made a choice to burn something to the ground. Incoming energies is the 7 of Pentacles. You're going to be looking at investing in new people, places, things, investing your time, money, energy, and effort into something new. Okay? If you're not doing something new, you could be looking at what you've already invested in and taking care and tending to those matters. Not necessarily adding on, you're just taking a look at past investments, potential new incoming investments. It's just more of an energy of having patience and seeing where the fruit is showing, where we're actually being productive and where we're not being productive, what has fruit on the tree and what doesn't. It's a time of evaluation of what we've been investing in and what we're going to invest in. Incoming energies, please. Oh, no. This is the situation. What is the actual situation that we're dealing with today? Moon card. The moon. We talked about 2s. Yesterday was a life path 2. So what happened yesterday? Something got you in your feels. Some sort of conversation, some sort of partnership, something was brought to your attention to help bring balance into your life. Yeah. This is what's going on behind the scenes, the things that people don't see, the secrets, the mysteries, all of the emotions that go on behind the scenes that nobody else sees, the dark nights of the souls that nobody else sees. They don't see the depth of your story, of your truth. And so we need to be surrounding ourselves with like-minded individuals who have the same depth that we have, the deepness. I have Cancer, and I have Gemini, and I have Sagittarius on the board right now, if you want to see what zodiac signs are showing up. Okay, and Jupiter is the ruler of number 3. It's in Cancer right now. Okay, so there's a lot of things going on with Cancerian energy, nurturing, feminine, divine feminine energy. What goes on behind these 4 walls, what goes on in the home, the secret things, the things that other people aren't privy to. This is the situation. Can be some deceit with the moon here as well, or fear. It's an auspicious energy. Okay, well, let's see, how are we being seen, folks? How are we being seen here in this situation? Chariot, more Cancerian energy, strongly shown here. This is us taking our life by the reins and getting control over it in a warlike manner, not letting anybody slow you down. You're taking off. This is a card. This is taking control of a situation. It is a card of success. It is an energy of success, victory and success. It is a yes. So you will be successful. You will move on. You will move past this disappointment that you've had to let something go so that this new thing can come in that's more balanced. All right. Lots of internal work going on, folks, today. All right, what is this hope or fear? The Fool card. Some of us are going to be afraid to start over from scratch again, but you will. But you won't be starting from no experience. You'll have some experience for whoever I'm reading for. This isn't someone I feel that. This is someone that's already seen success and decided that they didn't like what they were seeing, so they decided to withdraw their energy and go back to the drawing board, make a different choice to bring something more rewarding into their life, something more celebratory, something that they could have more success at in life, something brand new, but that gives to them as much as they give, an equal give and take. So what is the outcome of your reading? You know, I mean, nobody wants to start over from scratch again, but again, you're not starting over from scratch. You have wisdom. The outcome of your reading is the Six of Wands. It says that you will be victorious and you will be successful. You will beat the competition. You will rise above the drama. You will be fine in the end. You will be back on stage again, performing music if that was you. The reason why it wasn't working out before, because remember, threes are about photography, music, travel, public relations, journalism, writing, and acting. So you didn't get the screen, you didn't get the act, you didn't get the job, you didn't get the spot. It wasn't meant for you because Spirit has something better. Spirit has something better here. What does Spirit have better for you? What does Spirit have that's better for you? Ten of Swords, Five of Swords, and the King of Swords. Ooh, okay. Some of you all have been dealing with a very, very cold-hearted Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Someone who's all about the higher mind, which is, we're talking about threes, but they're not good people. You have a King of Swords who is mean. They self-sabotage. They sabotage other people. They want to win at all costs. And they stab other people in the back. I mean, think about the music industry. Isn't that one of the most cutthroat industries that there is? Anything arts, journalism, everything is so cutthroat anymore, like dog eat dog. And so the good news here is that you're not going to be dealing with people who operate in these head games, these mentally, this is bad. 9, 5, 9, 10. This is bad. Somebody's been getting treated really bad, and you're getting out of it. You're getting out of it. You will be successful, but my goodness, let's get you some beautiful, loving energy that can help support you from the angels. This is the Lighted Pathway Oracle deck. I love this deck. It always has something positive and encouraging to say for us. And so here, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's make these changes, bringing in this balanced relationship, not people who breadcrumb you, people who use you, stab you in the back. Those are gone. You're not the same. You're not going to tolerate it anymore. Okay? You're not the same. One more shuffle because that didn't connect. Thank you, Spirit. Alrighty. Messing with the King of Love, your creativity, your beautiful little heart. That makes me mad. That reminds me of like all these stars like Prince and Michael Jackson who came out against the industry for taking their music and stealing their music and stuff like that. It kind of feels like that. All right, messages from the angels. What do you have? All right, somebody here is going to be taking responsibility. Okie dokie. What else? Someone here is committed elsewhere. They're non-committal. And we have go for it. So some sort of action is indicated here for you to go for it. What should you go for? Honesty. You should go for honesty. And they said be careful of obsessive thoughts. All right, it's time to have the conversation. Number 3. It has to do with what you're creating. And some of you guys are going to be committed, taking your commitments elsewhere. Taking responsibility. Somebody here will be taking responsibility for breadcrumbing you, for stabbing you in the back, for using you, you know. So what's the good stuff coming in for you? The 6 of Wands, right? What's the good stuff? Listen to advice from others. And there is an apology. You will be receiving one, or an apology is due. I believe somebody owes you an apology. Starting a business, taking responsibility, and focusing on your goals. So some of you guys are going to be leaving businesses. You're going to be leaving connections with other people and starting your own projects, your own music, your own business, your own public relations, your own journalism, your own. Yeah, you're not listening to just. You're co-creating with spirit. You're not going off of what someone else is telling you how your life is supposed to look, telling you what to do, but really they're just sabotaging you and holding you back. Someone's holding you back from your creativity. It's time to take responsibility and say, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to create my own without you, and I'm going to start fresh. And if somebody says to you, well, I'm the best thing that ever happened to you, I would say, are you? Because all I see is 10 of Swords, 9 of Swords. All I see is nightmare. You've been a nightmare to work with. So pay attention to the red flags. If this is your message, please leave me a comment in the section below where it allows. If you want to book a personal reading with me, the information on the rates are as below. If you need a follow-up extension on this reading, I will continue it with you privately. $25 gets you in the door for a private reading. Continuing this topic, you must ask. It's not written in the description box. It's a special that I'm running. So if you'd like to take advantage of that, feel free to do so. Otherwise, I highly recommend you get a natal chart reading with me so that you can be your best and highest good and see how the planets are supporting you to be exactly who you're created to be on this planet at this time. I'm happy to be there and support you in your endeavors. And I wish you all the love and the light in the world. Until next time, good luck with the situation. Good luck with the situation. You're rebranding yourself. It's going to look different, and you're not going to have the same tribe with you that you have before, but you have all the power and the ability to be successful, to rebuild and rebrand. Okay? All right, good luck.